A group of cyclists from Toronto and Ottawa are on a cross-country tour, biking from coast to coast. It started June 25th in Victoria, BC. Now they're in Toronto. They are close to the halfway mark of the Spinning Wheels Tour, ready to get back on the road, all in an effort to raise awareness of Parkinson's disease. So joining us live now in the studio are the riders themselves. We've got Stephen Eisman, Jim Redmond over here, and of course, Mike Logren and Darlene Richard Logren. They are a couple, married 38 years, also known, this whole crew, as the Rigid Riders. Welcome to CP24 Breakfast. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so this sounds like a grueling trek. You're finally in Toronto. This has taken hours and several hundred kilometers each day. Steve, tell us about how this started and what the point of this tour is.
Well, we're really trying to raise awareness of some threats that are going on. Right now, Parkinson's is sort of running rampant. Mm-hmm. It's the fastest growing neurological ailment in the world right now. Canada is disproportionately affected by this. There's no known cure, no known causes, and there isn't even a test to tell you if you have it. And we just don't think that message is getting out there, so we thought that we had to go community to community and ring the bell.
Wow, that is so important. And, you know, when you do have Parkinson's, sometimes you don't know it, and if you do, you suffer in silence. This is a neurological disease that affects your mobility and so many other things. So I'm interested in the cycling aspect of it. Jim, tell us about your story, how you found out you were diagnosed, and why cycling is a good choice.
Well, for me, I was not a cyclist before I was diagnosed, and I was running, and I couldn't run in a straight line anymore. So rigidity impacts people with Parkinson's, so my right leg was slower than my left leg, and I would end up tripping and falling. But when you get on a bike, there's something about it that you know, you start pedaling, and the freedom that you get is just amazing. And then you meet people, and Parkinson's is so much better with a community, and that's also one of the messages that we're trying to spread, because we think that about 80 to 90% of people with Parkinson's go it alone. They don't enroll in any sort of formal exercise group or any sort of formal support group, and that's what makes our trip so special, is that we have a community right here, and it builds hope. And I think that's really important. Parkinson's is a tough disease, and you know what? Having a little bit of community makes the tough go a little bit better.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Mike, I know that you were also diagnosed with Parkinson's. What I think is so unique is that three of you have Parkinson's disease. And of course, Darlene, you're kind of the support person in this tour. So Mike, tell us about your story. I know you were an office administrator, but you had to quit after your diagnosis.
Yeah, it's really the stress. I was working at my physical symptoms, but it was the stress and anxiety of the job that made me have to leave it. You just can't focus the same way you used to focus, or do the things that you used to do as well. And stepping away gave me better time to focus on my physical side and keep myself active.
Which is so important. As we know, physical activity helps with depression, anxiety, and so many things. So, Darlene, you're kind of the supporter of this group. You don't have Parkinson's. What has it been like for you to be on this journey with these men?
It's amazing. It's an amazing group of people. These guys are riding. They did 10 days. They did 1,300 kilometers in 10 days straight. The last little stretch. They're pouring their hearts into it, and it's just been really fun.
Wow. Okay. And Steve, let's go back to you. Can I ask if Parkinson's disease is affecting your mobility right now on the tour? Are any of you facing any challenges like that at the moment?
Definitely. Frankly, you wake up each day and you're not exactly sure how it's going to go. Meds definitely help. But, you know, there's a lot of muscles stiffness and rigidity that you have to deal with. But frankly, we work through it. And each day we work through it, and it's been over 5,000 kilometers so far, 4,000 more to go.
Wow, amazing. Yes, I know that the end goal is St. John's, Newfoundland. That'll happen sometime in September, where there will be a huge party. This is just really inspirational, and I love that you're taking it back with riding. Steve Eisman, Jim Redmond, Mike Logren, and Darlene, thank you so much for joining us on CP24 Breakfast. Good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
having us.